Hi guys, apparently it is Sangria Day on December 20th, which seems a little bit odd because it's the depths of winter in Spain, but for us here in Australia it's actually, it's summertime, so quite fitting to be drinking a nice refreshing glass of sangria. Obviously for long-time followers of this channel, they'll know that I managed a kind of Spanish-inspired rooftop bar here in Melbourne for a very long time, so I have made more than my fair share of sangrias. Now, I can't exactly give you Bomba's recipe or else I'd have to kill you, but this one is pretty close to how we do it there, and so I thought I would share that to you. So just a very classic and traditional Spanish sangria. It's actually a really good way to use up when you have kind of leftover skinned fruits, which we always do, so waste not, want not, and just chop those up however you like them. It's really the more the merrier in terms of fruit, and I'm just going to pop it in my little mixing glass here for now. So some orange, some grapefruit, some lemon, and then I also got some blueberries that were on special at the shop. You obviously want a nice mix of colours to make it bright and fun. And what I like to do if you have the time is actually pop a little bit of brandy kind of over your fruit to let it soak in a little bit and just make that all just a little bit more integrated. Obviously this is a fun one to do if you're having people round. You can do it as a big jug serve. I'm just doing one serve today, but you can obviously kind of multiply it up to fit whatever size of jug you're planning on doing. I would just say to kind of have all your fruit and your wine and your other kind of spirits and vermouth in there, and then add the ice and lemonade as your guests arrive, so it's still nice and fresh and bubbly and cold for them. So traditionally in Spain, it's really just sort of brandy, red wine and lemonade. To add a little bit of spice though, I like to use a bit of vermouth because that brings in, a little tiny bit of bitterness, some nice kind of spice backbone, and just really complements all the fruity flavour in there too. So I'm going to go in 45 mils of that. Then I just do a little 15 mils of brandy. I don't think it's not meant to be a really boozy drink. It's kind of a daytime, sunny afternoon thing. You still want to make it to dinner. So just enough to give it that nice kind of toasty, dark spirit flavor. Plus obviously the brandy that's on your fruit there as well. For your wine, you want something big and bold. This is actually very good quality box wine that we do by the glass here, so probably a little bit too nice to be using in sangria, to be honest. So I would honestly say kind of almost the cheaper the better. Like in Spain, it would be your kind of €1, €2 supermarket wine that would usually be used. But obviously you can treat yourself and use something nice there as well. So that's a little 100 ml jug that I have there. Then I'm gonna pour in some of my fruit. Sure you get a little bit of everything. Pop in some nice big chunks of ice if you have them, but otherwise regular ice is good as well. One last chunk, and then you want some lemonade. So we use Fever Tree in the bar, but Schweppes or whatever you have to hand is totally fine as well. You want a nice amount of sweetness to balance out the booze and all of that dry red wine as well. Fill it up there. Give it a little mix through, and there we have a sangria as big as my head. Again, I mean, it's just never a drink that I would have thought of, but that real kind of, dry and spicy red wine, I used a Shiraz alongside the spice from the vermouth and that little punch through from the brandy, a heap of citrus, and all that nice fizzy, sparkly lemonade. It really is a pretty perfect summer drink. The Spanish know how to do it. Sangria. So now you know.